Hello, hello. How are we doing, sir?
Oh, wow.
What's
The
up?
intro wasn't even playing on my side.
Oh, it was on my side. What's up,
No, it was
Daniel?
like
Yo, yo.
frozen. Huh?
Ah, it's okay. Said, what's up, Daniel? What's up, Jeff Dukes? Jeff Dukes was first. He's usually the luckiest, you know. This wasn't luck. I think this was skill this time. He showed up right on time. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. What's up, Jeff Dukes, Anash, Daniel? Another long day. Probably going to be a long day tomorrow, too. So I'm freaking beat.
Do you like my thumbnail?
I do like the thumbnail.
I exhausted my artistic skills. Was like my brain was like sweating and having one of those okay, you've seen SpongeBob. You know the episode where he forgets everything to become a good waiter? And okay, well anyways, basically there's an episode he forgets everything to become a good waiter. And then somebody asks him his name. And then you see inside his brain and there's a million little SpongeBobs looking through, burning up his whole all of the file cabinets. The entire brain is on fire because he forgot his name, right? Because he forgot everything to become a good waiter. Anyways, that's how I felt trying to figure out. I wanted to put the clown nose. I wanted to put a little dunce cap or something on him. But I exhausted my ability. What's up, Fozzie? Good evening, sir.
What's up, Fozzie? Well, hopefully he is out. He did give what sounded like a resignation speech. So
yeah. What was funny though, right, which you can tell from the thumbnail, is that it was kind of like one of those, it's not you, it's me.
Right.
Breakups. That's why I said, you can't fire me. I quit, you know?
So the question is, did XRP pump because of the news or because of the pattern, the trading pattern?
Well, it's a good question. Was it the zodiac sign or was it the position of the planets? The world may never know.
We may never know.
What I will say is, dude, shout out to Clark Alesna, one of the main developers in Crasher.io, and also just in general. Clark Alesna has an amazing development studio for everything that has to do with Cardano, any UTXO-based blockchain, and sat down with him. Had a very interesting conversation and interview with him. And then, dude, shout out to Tony Edward from Thinking Crypto podcast. That was maybe kind of one of the best interviews because it was very easy to understand for people that are outside of our world, right? Right. A lot of the other stuff has been, sometimes there'll be some things pretty technical. And I will say that I felt like that was kind of the episode that, I was talking about my dad, and my dad watched it, and my dad was like, you know what? I see what you're saying. So I felt like that was good. So we're moving in the positive direction. Anybody that you all want to see interviewed, let us know in the comments. Tag them on Twitter on this stream. Let them know.
There you go.
That we would like to have them on here. I'm down to talk to anybody. Yeah. No, I'm not going to say even anybody. I almost said especially. But I think from now on, every day, I'm going to make a tweet flirting with John Allen Woods, because I tried a while back to get him in an interview. And he was like, yeah, message this lady. And then so I messaged the lady, and then crickets. And then so now it's way long time after. But I reached back out to him, and then he was like, well, they have to, approve my appearances. I was like, okay, well, help me get approved then. And then I tweeted at him. I said, I'm going to be flirting with John Allen Woods till I get him on the show. Oh.
Yes, he must have handlers.
Yeah, I was going to say the thing that you're going to like from the Tony Edward interview is he said, oh, yeah, I just a little bit ago met with, was talking to so-and-so, the founder of Sui, on my podcast, and I was like, oh, that's great. We would love to talk to
Right.
Suey. We're big Suey fans over here. But yeah, so he said he would, do something in the back channel, see if we can get Suey to come on.
That'd be awesome.
Exciting. Yeah, man.
That would be awesome.
You know me. So Daniel pumping his own bags on our show. The audacity. No, I'm just kidding. What are your thoughts on sugar? Desert, I actually want to put this aside for the charts because I would like to look at it. You missed this.
I personally don't use sugar. I use stevia. So
you're not a buyer of this.
Right. So sugar is poison.
Okay, well, let me tell you, you missed this today. So
apparently
something related to, I think it was Charles Hoskinson, and sugar went to 1.5 million ADA off of the SNEC.fund. So that's pretty phenomenal because most of the time there's like an automatic ceiling in the launch pads because it's kind of like, this is our launch pad. We don't want you to do better than what we can. You know what I mean? So It was interesting to see that this one felt like it broke out. And I don't know what the chart looks like now. So it might still be up there or it could be wrecked by now. But I would like to put that aside in the...
Well, if it just launched today, there's no charting it.
Well, I want you to observe the chart with us. And then see if it looks impressive. Right? I'm pretty sure it launched today. I saw it being called in the SNUK Discord. And there's always stuff being called in the SNUK Discord. And I'm always like, And then I saw, wow. It had 7 million, says Dan.
He had 7 million.
Oh, he had 7. Okay, I thought it hit 7 million. I was gonna say, dang. But I saw Showtime in the SNUK Discord. He was like, "Yeah, I made a few hundred ADA." And then I saw Robbie come in there, and he was like, "Yeah, I made a few thousand ADA." And then I was like, "Damn!" And I saw them mention it earlier today. And what's up, Fozzie? And Jeff Dukes. Ooh. Yeah, so we'll check that out, but let's go into Market Watch. But first,
it went up 8,501% today.
Yeah, and then L was in a space, and he was mad that people bought that he didn't know about it, and it was funny because he bought, he probably was still up. Crazy.
It's coming down right now, but.
Oh, so it was cool, and now it's not. I see what you're saying.
Probably.
All right.
Token.
So, everybody, do us a favor. We're going to reset the room here. Now, give us the like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you're on YouTube, hop over to X to @JPEG Empire. Give us a little retweet, a like. If you're on X, hop over to the YouTubes. It's @crypto_nightly. Give us a little like and subscribe. We appreciate you guys. The more that you hit the like, the more you help us get this message out there. It hits the algorithm, and then we'll have more friends here. Look, dude, it already doubled just now. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate you. So let's go. We'll get into the Market Watch, see what's going on. No, we need to call it something else. Else.
Market Watch?
Yeah.
You don't like Market Watch?
Well, I mean, that's like,
It's Market Update.
Okay. Well, Market Watch. Sure. Let's go.
No, what I was saying is the transition is literally called Market Update.
Oh. Okay. Well, then, I thought you were just going to come out here and say, banging on them. Shout out to Crypto Life, man. Big love to that man.
All right, refresh. We're coming in down 3.6% today, still over 3 trillion, coming in at 3.049. Volumes cooled off a little bit for a Thursday, coming in at 296 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 57.2, Ethereum at 12.1, and 14 Gwei to send to ETH transaction. All right, we got Bitcoin coming in at 88,162, down 2.2%. Ethereum at 3069, down 4.2%. Solana at 210, down 2.1%. BNB at 622, coming in flat. We got Doge at 3716, down 4.9%. And we got the darling of the top 10, XRP at 8241, up 17.7%. We put the trade in Discord this morning, well before that news came out. As soon as I seen what it was forming, and then like an hour later it broke, and then it's trying to break again. So if you were in Discord, you would have got that trade. Cardano coming in up 2.3% at 5908. And let's see what the biggest winners are today. XRP is the biggest winner. Mantra had a monster pump and cooled back off earlier too. But XRP up 17.7, Mantra up 15.7. Hedera had some big news today, up 9.9%. Litecoin, who now identifies as a meme coin, according to their post, is up 8.7%. Stellar, who cares? Near Protocol's up 7.2. Brett's up 5.3. Algo's up 4.7. Caspa's up 5.1. Cardano's up 2.3. It's nice to see some real coins moving. You notice there ain't no altcoins or no meme coins. And like I was saying yesterday, once meme coins run their course, then, as you can see, negative. As you can see, once they start to come back down, then people start picking up real altcoins, stuff with that has a future and not just pure speculation. Peanuts dropped 25%. Dog with Hats down 14.9. Popcats down 11.9. Floki's down 11.11. Pepe's down 10. Kronos is down 10. Starknet's down 9. Bonk's down 9. And it just keeps going. Looking at the charts, there's really not much. I pretty much put everything in the Discord earlier. Let's go to the daily on Bitcoin. So, no, that's not the chart I want. This is the chart I want. 4 hour. Okay. So Bitcoin has been struggling a little bit. And we came down and we hit the 88,125. We broke through that and bounced off 87,959 support. The thing is, if we break 87,959 right here, if we break this SR level, there's like no liquidity. You got a little node right here at 84, but really not until you get back down to the 82 region. So unfortunately, if we break that next line of resistance or support, we're probably going down to 82,000 for Bitcoin. And as you can see, momentum is curving off. Money flow's flattening out. VWAP is starting to come back up, but it's just cooling off. It just went up so quick and hot that it needs to come back down and cool off a little bit. And the rest of the market is kind of in the same boat. So when I'm looking through here, I'm going to the 1 minute. Okay. Bitcoin is still over the 1 minute on the 2 hour. But when we work our way down through here, ADA is above it and is actually getting a little bit of a pump. I opened an ADA long right before the stream and posted it in Discord because it had broke the 100 or the 200 on the 1 minute and broke this overall this overall channel right here, this broadening wedge. So I went ahead and opened that trade, and I have a stop loss set right below the 200 on the 1 minute. Because if we break the 200 on the 1 minute, then we're going back into bearish territory. So XRP is another one that is above the 1 minute, which is still looking good. If we go to the 1 hour, so this is the trade we put out in Discord today. We put it out right around here. I think it was right around 8 or 9 o'clock my time. And then it started to pump, and then it started to come back down, and now it's starting to pump a little bit more. You got a target of 91 cents. It might take a minute to get there, but I do believe this is where we are going on XRP. We come down to the 15. We might be getting this cup and handle on the 15. You can see the momentum is starting to clip off, but money flow is still good and VWAP's coming down. So we could see this come back a little bit like that and form a handle and then create, oops, what happened? And get this cup and handle going on. And that measured move, if we take the rim, well, that damn near takes us right to our target of 91 cents. So still a little bit of action going on with XRP. But when we go through the rest of the market, let's go back to the 1 minute. Pepe has lost the 1 minute. It tried to break back above and has lost it again. Floki under the 1 minute. WIF under the 1 minute. Doge has just now broken back above the 1 minute and is trying to hold. Let's see if it can get to the 7. No. If these coins cannot regain the 1 minute, we are still bearish. And even if it does regain the 1 minute, it has to sufficiently regain the 1 minute and start breaking the 7 minute for me to even think about like getting into a long or something like that. Because as long as we're below that 200 on the 1 minute, we're still bearish. It can change quick, but we're still bearish. See FET bouncing its head off. FET's just been bleeding the past couple days. Even SWE is under the 1 minute. Solana, IMX trying to get above it right now. So we might see these coins that haven't run. So like your IMX, your FET, your Graph, Solana's been kind of stagnant. Near's actually doing all right, but it's still stagnant. It is above the 1 minute now. So we could see these other coins start to run. Ohm had a killer day today. Go to the 1 hour. It just ran from like this morning at like 3 in the morning, just ran and then started to bleed off. That's, oh man. I'm gonna have to do this real quick. My nerve pain is acting up right now.
Oh, good.
So when Ohm does break back out, we could see a move right up here to about 210. You're gonna have to break it down into smaller time frames, draw a better flag, but I just can't do it right now. So that's really it on the market. I think we're just in a holding pattern. I haven't really seen anything. AVAX Well, I guess AVAX is looking about the same as Ohm. So this is on the 1 hour. I would probably go across there like that. But that could be a descending triangle, and that could break down, especially if we're fighting with the 200 right there. So anytime you draw a triangle, you want to put alerts on both sides of it, because while it may have a 68% chance of going the one direction, there's that other 32% that it goes the other direction. And if you got alarms set on both sides, you're able to react. So you got the 1 hour alarm, the alarm goes off, boom, you get in there, you see what's going on. You go down to your lower time frames, check for confluence, see where the momentum or the RSI is. So like if it breaks out of the bottom of a pattern and you go down to the smaller time frames, you know the RSI is overheated, the momentum's at the top with the red dot or something like that, you know the likelihood of it following that trend is good. But if it breaks down out of the pattern and the RSI is real low and it's curved to the upside and you got a bullish div, well, you don't want to short that, because your other indicators aren't giving you the confluence that you need for the direction you're trying to go. You know what I mean? If the RSI is coming back up on the smaller time frame and you got a bullish div on the RSI and the price movement, well, that's an up signal. Just because we teeter down below the pattern doesn't mean it's just going to drop. You know, it could be a broken pattern. It could be coming down, retesting, and then going back up. So just some things you want to look at. I'll try to get some more setups posted tonight. I don't know if this goes away. If I can get in a comfortable position with my laptop, I'll get some more setups put out tonight. But right now, I just can't deal with it.
No, you're good. I understand, man. I am going to, well, let me see if I can actually find some of these. Wow. Again, when I'm not on my account, I cannot find bookmarks that I made, as it turns out. Let's see. So, I think we talked about the Coinbase index yesterday. Yeah.
No, what do you mean?
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, then I'm going to share this. So we got Charles here. Congratulations on Coinbase for getting this out. Indexes are great for people to gain a diverse exposure to crypto. And so, oh my goodness. Let's see. Dude, I just don't know how to use technology, to be honest.
Must not. Meeting the Coinbase 50 index, Coin 50, a whole new way to track coin.
Yes. So you don't have to worry about being underexposed to the crypto market. You can just invest in their one product that invests you in the top 50 that are eligible immediately.
So, but that's on Coinbase. That's not a that's not a stock. Yeah. It's not an ETF. It's not a real index fund, right?
Well, both. There is one on Coinbase that is the top 50. Then there is one that just got passed and approved that is the top 10. That is on the national, like on the NASDAQ.
It's on the NASDAQ? What is that ticker?
It's going to be, well, they've gotten it approved, and then it's going to be, I don't know what the ticker is going to be, but it was from Bitwise, and I was reading that. I don't think that I have it here as an article for that, but what I do have as articles, let's see what we got. So this one is not directly crypto related, but I loved it. So the best use of AI ever. A grandma built to waste telescammers' time. So, if fraudsters embrace deepfakes to steal millions, British Telecom's O2 is fighting back using an AI grandma to waste time. And I think that that's awesome. You know, we hear about all these different things you can do with AI, but this specific UK phone company has this set up so, like, when a scam call's coming in, this grandma will waste their time in meandering conversations lasting up to 40 minutes, potentially preventing millions in losses across the network. And yeah, they're 24 million customers. But I love this. This tool operates autonomously around the clock, requires no human intervention to maintain conversations with suspected scammers. So this is awesome. I just wanted to share that. I hope that people enjoy that, right? Trump picks ex-SEC chair Jay Clayton as U.S. attorney for Manhattan. And that's interesting. I think that people in our community are going to have mixed feelings about that, because isn't the whole thing with Jay Clayton is he was kind of a gatekeeper and part of the consensus and all of those things. And
so he was part of ETHgate.
ETHgate, yeah.
But he was also, if I'm not mistaken, Jay Clayton is the one that initially filed the paperwork against XRP. So he filed the initial Wells notice, whatever lawsuit, whatever it is, against XRP, and then was like, "Peace, I'm out."
Well, it was because his overlords told him he had to, that was what he was supposed to do, and he was like, "Oh well, sure, I'm on my way out anyways."
He is apparently he's accused of, how shall we say, being compromised when it comes to Ethereum and the SEC and stuff like that.
Having conflicts of interest potentially.
Right.
Unverified, but yeah.
Some of it's verified.
Well, yeah, but
Right. I don't remember the particulars enough right now to give a statement.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. All right. So then my next one that I have here is another good oh, this is not a good thing. Just kidding. The other one is the other good thing. But so China's lockdown censorship inspired Ethereum-based rollup Tyco was shut down. Pretty sure. Or no, just kidding. Tyco Labs co-founder Daniel Wang first wanted to make an unstoppable social network that found its way to the Ethereum-based rollup. Interesting that it says based rollup and not base rollup in the process. Anyways, at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, China plunged in its economic capital. China plunged its economic capital, Shanghai, into a 2-month lockdown in an attempt to outlast the virus. But it also wanted to eradicate any dissent regarding its zero COVID policies, sparking one of Ethereum's so-called based rollups. Interesting. So I lived in my apartment in Shanghai during the COVID shutdown. I lived in a small apartment for almost 3 months without going out once. Daniel Wang, co-founder, CEO of Tyco Labs, creator of Ethereum 2 based rollup, told Cointelegraph, "I felt like I wanted to say things in China, but it's not allowed. So my first idea was to build a decentralized publishing network. It's not going to be censored. Anyone can publish anything without revealing their true identity, and the government cannot do anything. It's just unstoppable." I think we're not going to go through this whole thing. This is the guy. The picture kind of makes his head look bigger than I'm sure that it is. But I love this use case for crypto in general. One of the really good conversations I was having with Phil from Anastasia Labs was about how censorship resistance is one of the biggest value propositions, and the ability to own your own data that crypto can bring into this space. And it might not matter to some of us in the United States. However, in places where you can't speak your mind at all, this is like a saving grace and a really phenomenal thing. And if you go and you look at the interview that I have with Nas, there was something that we talked about, not necessarily in the interview, and it was basically around that there is some censorship in certain places in the world. She's Iranian. There's a lot of Iranian NFT artists in particular. You will find that a lot of really great, talented NFT artists in crypto across all chains are Iranian. And the reason is because in order to make a living off your art, crypto is that medium, the global market that they can sell that art in, right? And so these are things that I think are massive in general and just a really good display of what's going on in the wider markets. Sorry. My stuff is all messed up over here. And then ex-SEC lawyers agree crypto enforcement shackles may take time to resolve. And I'm sure that Gary, before he leaves, he's probably going to put 500 more enforcement actions against crypto companies to let the next administration deal with it. It seems to be the trend. Yes. Sorry. So the Securities and Exchange Commission may have to slowly drag itself out of legal mire with the crypto industry, even with an industry-friendly commission. Dropping existing cases would need a commission vote, lawyers say. And Republicans won't enjoy an SEC majority for a while. Coinbase's top lawyer says it's still counting on rapid action from the regulators. After years of legal wranglings with the U.S. securities regulator, President-elect Donald Trump wins. Well, his win was taken by the crypto industry as a definitive sign that their courtroom fight and enforcement pressure would be cast away when he takes the oath of office again. So they're saying, but shedding the enforcement legacy of Security and Exchange Commission Chair Gary Gensler is not quite that simple, according to former agency officials and lawyers interviewed by Coindesk, some of whom represent crypto clients. While an incoming chairman appointment by Trump, a recent crypto convert, could effectively clear the decks of future enforcement actions dealing with the many cases already being litigated, is a stickier prospect. And that's kind of what happened with Jay Clayton. That was what he did. He basically started that lawsuit and he said, all right, I'm out. And so I think we're going to see something very similar here going on with what's going to happen with Gary Gensler. And then we've got, am I here? Did we make it? We did make it. Strategic Bitcoin reserves has precedent in other big U.S. government purchases. Michael Saylor's talking here. This comes out at a really great time because some states, I think we covered this yesterday, there are states that have plans for a Bitcoin treasury, right?
I have a bookmark on Pennsylvania just announced that they will be having a Bitcoin treasury. Yep.
Yeah, and they were talking about billions in Bitcoin to offset other investment styles and types. And I think that's amazing. We've gotten to an amazing point. But so Michael Saylor believes the U.S. government should and will build a strategic reserve of Bitcoin. If a bill by Senator Cynthia Lummis becomes law, it would be the greatest deal of the 21st century, he said. The idea of strategic stockpiling isn't new, Saylor pointed out. The government has made many of such moves in the past, and they did this with gold, right? And now, we're in the 21st century, so they got to do it with Bitcoin. So then Fed Chair Jerome Powell's hawkish comments throw some water on crypto. A December rate cut from the U.S. Central Bank might not be as sure of a thing as previously thought. Interesting. So it's hardly a blip on the charts after major run higher following the elections of Donald Trump. But crypto markets did turn somewhat lower late in the U.S. trading day on Thursday after a speech from Fed Reserve Jerome Powell. The economy is not sending any signals that we need to be in a hurry to lower rates. Powell in a prepared remarks at Dallas conference. The strength we are currently seeing in the economy gives us the ability to approach our decision carefully. So basically he said, I'm not going to crush your all's hopes and dreams right now, but we'll do it later so that way it has a more dramatic effect when we do. Yeah.
Just give me a little bit. Hold my beer real quick. I'll be back.
Yeah, exactly. And then this one makes all of us happy. 18 U.S. states file to sue SEC over treatment of the crypto industry. We're not going to go over into all of this, but I read this article and saw this tweet here by Eleanor Turret. She's fantastic. If you are following the Ripple case, or if you care about crypto at all, she's somebody you need to be following on Twitter. She has a lot of really good insights, a lot of great articles. I definitely follow her and always am happy to see the stuff she puts out, but she follows these things closely, where, we probably don't. I'm not going to read all this, but she does, and she gives me a short version, so highly recommend. And the last article I have is the Tether launches Hadron amid a 6.5 billion tokenization boom for real-world assets. And Hadron plans to let users tokenize a wide variety of assets, including stocks, bonds, and stablecoins, and loyalty points. This is huge because this means you could go to American Airlines, and then you could go to wherever else, and you could transfer your points to other airlines, right? You could get a credit from an airline and you could sell it to somebody on the market and then get credits for another airline. This is going to open up so many abilities in general. Real world tokenized assets, which I talked to Adam over at XRD about. Instant liquidity and being able to access illiquid assets by collateralizing them is one of the biggest things we can do in a free market to make financial markets more efficient. And it's going to be massive. RWAs are not going away. Ondo is still one to look at. And I'm just so excited for all the possibilities that are going to be financially possible because of all these things going on.
I definitely think RWAs are, like I said, either yesterday or the day before, AI and RWAs. I mean, gaming will be there, but
I just
AI
think the gaming has to. I think gaming will be there after the one game pops off at the top of the market, right? So there's no telling when that's going to be. And it could even pop off after, like the market top could be in, everything could be trending down, and then one game takes the world by storm. It could even be like, oh, dude, like it could be Grand Theft Auto, like the new Grand Theft Auto, or like some integration with Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Those things are not out of the realm of possibilities.
Right.
But that's what I got there. Those were the things that caught my eye. And CB's coming on Monday or Thursday, so that's going to be exciting. That's all I got.
Yeah, I just responded to your private chat.
Yeah, I know.
I have a few bookmarks. Boom. So here's the tweet from Litecoin. Due to current market conditions, I now identify as a meme coin.
There we go.
I thought this was big. I don't know how true this is.
Oh, wait.
Yes. Breaking. President Trump and the upcoming Doge are exploring a federal blockchain-based election voting and identity verification program. Look who is on there.
Yes. Did you see the picture of Charles today that he posted where he was at SpaceX?
Oh, no.
That was where this all started from. Yeah, he literally was there, and he was like, I just signed, like, because the other day he was like, I'm about to go to a place to sign the biggest deal of my life, and it's NDAs, I can't talk about it.
Oh,
right?
right.
And then that was the picture he posted, and every single person was bullish. Everybody
Oh,
was going
wow.
crazy on the timeline all day today, specifically about that. So I'm glad you found that because I thought I bookmarked it.
And then another one, which I think is a big deal. Pharmaceutical stocks fall after President Trump names RFK as Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Yeah, they're
He
like,
had
damn, we
two
can't be
messages.
we can't
He
be
had
president.
he had two messages for the people at the FDA. The first message was, please make sure you have all of your records in order and put to the side, and pack your bags. So, and I can't wait to see RFK as HHS director. The stuff they put in our food is so horrible. I mean, we have stuff in our food that's illegal in Canada.
Yeah.
Canada's a freaking communist country. So, you know what I mean? We have stuff in our food that's illegal in Europe. Have you ever seen those memes where they post the ingredients from like Fruit Loops in Europe and Fruit Loops in America, and there's like totally different? You know what I mean? There's none of this high fructose corn syrup and red dye number 42 or whatever the hell it is, and all that stuff. So I like that. I think that's a big man. He's just, you know, Trump is doing some things. I think he's had 4 years to prepare for this. First, he had 4 years of holy crap, what did I get myself into? And then he loses the election. And then he's had 4 years to plan this. So now we'll have Tulsi as Department of National Intelligence. We'll have RFK as HHS. Matt Gaetz as Attorney General. The liberals are losing their freaking mind over that. Michael Bolton came out and said that the FBI needs to investigate both Tulsi and Matt Gaetz, when Michael Bolton is the biggest warmonger there is, you know? So they don't like the narratives changing. I love it. It's going to be awesome. I can't believe he nominated, or he asked Matt Gaetz to be Attorney General, though. That's crazy. And Pete Hedgesworth as Defense Secretary. And everybody's like, oh, he picked a Fox weekend news host to be the Defense Secretary. What they fail to, or what they omit or fail to say is Pete Hedgesworth, or however you say his damn last name, is a 20-year veteran with 2 Bronze Stars and 2 degrees from 2 different Ivy League schools. So he's not just some Fox morning freaking host, you know what I mean? But I love it. I can't wait. My bad. I didn't mean to go off on that.
No, you're good. But I was just going to say, hey.
So from Decrypt, speaking of RWAs and tokenized stuff, I think we went over this before. It was a couple of other banks, but I think Franklin Templeton was one of them, has launched its tokenized money market product, Fobex, on Ethereum. Then Gary Gensler just retired. So Pennsylvania introduces bill to create Bitcoin strategic reserve for the state. And 100 billion asset manager VanEck says their Bitcoin price target is 180,000.
Yeah.
Take that with a grain of salt, folks. Take that with a grain of salt.
They're going to tell you 180, so they sell at 150.
Right. Because last cycle, the target was 300,000. Then when they realized, oh, we're not going to hit that, it was 100,000. And then guess what? We didn't hit 100,000 either.
Yeah, and they already sold all their bags, so.
Right. We still haven't hit 100,000. So yeah, take all that with a grain of salt. You know, they're pumping those numbers up there for a reason. It's just like the news or just like a store. They're pumping those numbers because they're protecting their bags. So, but other than that, I really don't have anything else. I wish I could do more TA for you guys tonight, but my arm is killing me, and have my arm up on the mouse and everything like that is just like I'm getting stabbed right here and all down. That's why I'm kind of like sitting back with my arms in my pockets. So other than that, tomorrow's Friday and Chill. Make sure you chime in. We are also going to DCA into the portfolio, another $100. Kind of excited to see what the portfolio is at. I haven't looked at it in a couple of days.
Yeah, would also like somebody, somebody from the audience wants to join us tomorrow. We should do that on Casual Friday.
Yeah,
I feel like that's
100%. I'm glad we picked up some more ohm last week with the big pump it's had today. So,
yeah,
we'll see where we're at tomorrow, and we'll throw another 100 in the portfolio. And
we missed this one. I saw. Hey, Jaleesa, sorry. And then make sure to smash the like button. We love it. Third Patriot. Shout out to Third Patriot. And, of course, the Daniel. 200K, baby.
I'm still sticking with my $136,589. That's my target. Gun to my head, that's my number. My range is 125 to 150.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
All right. Thank you, guys. Desert, I guess here's a question that I have for you, and I'll just ask you right now. So I have like 6 banger interviews now.
Okay.
How do we want to do it? Do we want to just keep it one every weekend? Like one every weekend day? And then so that's like 3 weeks worth?
No, we can break them up. I did hear some stuff today. I was listening to Tim Pool, and he was talking about the YouTube algorithm. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about how, he goes Monday through Friday. People are asking him, well, why don't you go on the weekends? And then Phil, because Phil from All That Remains is a co-host, then Phil could just do it on the weekends. And he says, yeah, we could, but then the algorithm messes with you. If you're not doing the same type of show, the same type of people, I mean, it's a little different. He gets like, hundreds of thousands of views. We get like, hundreds of views. Yeah. But no, I mean, we can talk about it.
Or do you want to like maybe like split them up into pieces and then do them in the mornings? Then that would be that twice a day.
If they're over 30 minutes, I would split them into part 1 and part 2.
Okay.
Because a lot of people don't like to watch an hour-long video interview.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people do, but we're in crypto. People got short attention spans. When moon.
Know? Fair.
I don't know. We can talk about it though.
We'll cook it up then. Thank you guys for joining us. We have some banger interviews coming out for you guys. I'm so excited. There have been some shorts that are being posted from the JPEG Empire account on Twitter. Those will give you a little glimpse into some of the people we're talking to. It's going to be great. And shout out Fozzie. Squirrel. And what's up, Coach Roberts?
What's going on? Unfortunately, we are at the end of the show, Coach Roberts, but we do go live Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. PST. Everybody, do us a favor. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're on Twitter, tag some DGens. You guys know what to do, and we will see you tomorrow.
See you on the next one. Peace.